Okay, so the next item here is to, before you install, you could find out where this is going to write on them. Okay, so where it will be unloading the package files here. So what you have to do is rpm hyphen qa qlp. Can you go on mute, please? Okay, so rpm hyphen qlp rpm hyphen qlp. Okay, and then you have to type the name of the package here. So I'm going to do yum provides tree. Okay, I'll come to yum in a minute here, okay? But let's focus what I'm saying here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this information here. So you said rpm hyphen qlp, and then copy and paste this here. So what I'll tell you is dot rpm. Okay, let's work on this here. Requires tree. Query rpm. Okay, hold on. Let me run this here. Uh, Query package documentation. Okay, I think this is the full name here, right? Okay. Open of tree. Okay, so this is not giving good information. So let's see here. Uh, Let me clear this. I'm going to type rpm hyphen q q requires gzip. Okay. Q, sorry. Okay, so now let me see here. Gzip rpm-qa gzip. All right, give me 1 second here. So yeah, the information I'm putting in is correct. Okay. rpm-qlp, and I'm running the correct information here. So let me run this. Which tree? Tree is installed. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. Come on. Which nmap? Oh, uh, I don't know why it's not working, but we'll come back to here. Okay, after let me do some research here and let me come back here. All right, so I marked this as so now if you want to read the RPM command, over here RPM is also a command. Okay, you could type man RPM, and there are so many things you could get a help on running the package, running the command RPM, not the package RPM. Installed upgrade. Let's see here if I could find it. So if you want to read more about this, this is what you do. Okay, all you have to do is man RPM. I think I told you guys about, right, the man command. What does man command do? Man command, if you are like we are stuck here, if you want to go through a read through what is actually how to use something, you could go through the man command. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and move forward. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on 10, 17, 10, 17, 20, 20. So RPM is the old way to install, but the new way to manage the package is called yum. Okay, so yum. So we'll talk about yum here. This you could get this into an interview question. Okay, so yum yum uses RPM package to install packages on RHEL Linux. Okay. And why do we use yum? It will resolve dependencies automatically. So if we are trying to install like Firefox, okay, and the Firefox need something else to be installed before the Firefox need to be installed, okay. I'm sure some of you guys have seen this. If you have worked in the corporate environment, if you want to get something installed, you may have to install something prerequisite. So what does yum does is it will automatically check for that. Okay, so yum uses repositories. Okay, so what is a repository? It is a centralized location to download software from. And who maintains these repositories? The central location is maintained by organizations and universities. These are the one, like the non-profit ones. They are the one who maintain these repositories, okay, because they are not making money out of it. And then you can maintain your own repository, okay. For a repository is called repo. You can maintain your own repo or use from internet. Okay, and then a yum local repo is maintained by the administrator. We're going to set up a local repo here. Okay, and then yum has concept of group packages. Okay, and then in the group packages they have multiple packages. Contain multiple packages. All this will make sense in a minute here, okay, when we're gonna install all these things here. All packages in the group can be installed at once. All packages in group can be removed at once. If you install it as a group, you could do that, and if you install it as if you install it as a group, you could remove it as a group too, okay? And groups can contain optional software, and groups make configuring system quicker. So let's see here. Uh, where is this repo located here? Right now it's not there, but we'll set up here. So we go into cd etc yum dot repo and ls. So we have one file here. It's called CentOS base repo here, right? So if we go into this file, and this is the location here. So what is this repository doing is, these are the mirror locations where this is going. This is the place it's going to go in the background and install the software from. So this is maintained by CentOS. Okay, so this is maintained by CentOS here. So let's see if we go to so you see here, this is right here. This is maintained by this organization here. This is one. This is maintained by the Fedora organization, and this is another place, and this is eplrepo.org. Okay, all these are legitimate places where you could go ahead and download it from. Okay, and okay, so let's see if we have any from the universities. List of repos. Okay, so apparently they are all over the world here. I mean, you could go into one of these places and they are hosting the repositories. And let's see. So, okay, so you could see here, this went to this address here. But these are the trusted sites here. Okay, you could go look at this. You could go all the way back to CentOS to Red Hat 2.1. Okay, and let's see here. Well, actually, the operating system is not there. So right now the latest one is 8.2. So it just started not long ago. So the one we are working on is 19.08. And this is the latest one for 7.8 is the last version. After that, it goes into 8. Red Hat 8. So we're not worried about that because nobody is using Red Hat 8 yet. There is not many big differences. I checked into it. But we're not using Red Hat 8 yet. Because for the big companies, the software might come out for even a company which is 1,000 servers. It's not easy for them to just switch to another operating system. Okay, just like that. They don't do that. But anyway, so let's see here. So this is the typical repository place. This is a typical local repo config, local repo config location. Okay. Okay, so how does this happen? Yum contacts repo. So it contacts the repository. Okay, it's like the app store. Okay, and then Yum gets the list of available software. Okay, then Yum calculates the dependencies. Then Yum downloads the package and then install them. Using RPM library. Okay, and then if you want to update it, then Yum updates RPM database. Yum updates RPM database locally. After installation. Okay, and then the last thing I'm gonna make a note here is installing using Yum is easy. So let's go ahead and start working on it. You guys could follow me along. So if you want to do, if you want to see if the package is available, if you want to see if the package is available. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick up one package here. It's called HTTPD. Okay. I'm going to type which HTTPD and hit enter. Okay. So this is already installed. So let's which tree? Let's stick with tree command, okay? Because we installed it earlier. So if you want to see if the package is available, you type yum install tree, TREE. Okay, we already did this, but I'm showing this officially now. So what it's doing here is when you type yum install tree, it's doing all this activity in the background here, okay? So it's going to go look for all this and get the list of available packages, and it went and look at for the available packages here, okay? And it says nothing to do. So let's work with Firefox. Okay, so the Firefox is not installed here. So I'm going to do is yum. Before that, I'm going to say provides. Okay, so what yum provides means we're asking yum, do you have Firefox? Are you providing Firefox or not? And you hit enter. Okay, so let's study this. So what is it doing here is Yum has a list of so many Firefox here. So it gave you these are so many versions of Firefox here. Okay, so what it does is it will give you the output. And when you try to tell Yum to install the latest one, it will install the latest one unless you tell them to install the same exact one here. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, and then I'm going to clear this. Yum install Firefox, and then I'll hit enter. So now what I will do is it will actually check for the dependencies. Okay, here. So we told the system Yum repository to install Firefox. Okay, so it went in the background and it did things, and it says resolving dependencies, and then it says running transaction check, and it says package. This is a and will be installed. Finish dependency resolution, and it says dependency resolved. So this package doesn't have any other dependencies other than itself. Okay, and then it says, do you want to install one? Yes. But I want to see the one which which I want to see is it has dependencies. So which one would be the dependencies? I'm gonna say no now. Which package has dependencies? I couldn't think of any. So let's go ahead and install Firefox, okay? So what you have to do is you have to type yum yum install Firefox, okay? And what it does, it goes out and grabs the latest one here, and then you type, is this okay to type here? So you have to type yes and hit enter. But if you want to install the different version, what you could have done is when it gave you the list, Yum provides Firefox. you could just have copied this list here, okay? Then you could have downloaded it, installed it. All right, while it's installing, I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So, here it says running transaction check. Okay, and then you get this message here that the Firefox is installed. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is install Firefox, right? Okay, let's go ahead and remove Firefox. Yum, remove Firefox. And then instead of waiting for it to give me the prompt for yes or no, I'm going to type Y. What it's going to do is it's going to remove Firefox. It's not going to wait for me to say okay, yes or no. It's going to automatically take Y in there. So what it did was it cleanly removed the Firefox without any problems here. So most of the time installing and removing is a little bit pain on Windows. I'm not saying, I mean, I worked in Windows for a while, but now you see, without any problem, it removed it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna so you installed it, you removed it, right? Okay, good. So now, if you are doing the system maintenance here, you want to check the obsolete packages sitting on your system, okay? Check if you have packages which are obsolete. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to install the old version of Firefox, one which is a little bit older here. So what I have to do is I copy this. I'm going to look for X 64-bit here, okay? You got to be careful with that too. I'm going to install version 17. I'm sorry, I'm going to install version 68.11. The latest one is 68.12, right? In fact, let me install a very old one. It's okay. So I'm gonna do is yum installed the old version of Firefox -y. Okay, so this is installed here, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a command to see what packages are obsolete on my system here. So obsolete means a new version is there. So I'm gonna do yum list obsolete, OBSOLETES, I think, yeah. Yum list obsolete, and let me see here, settings. So what is this gonna do is this command is gonna compare what you have installed on the system and then what is available in the latest repo. Oh, okay. So maybe it's not considering the old package as obsolete yet. My bad. I think obsolete means like which is not being used. Very, very obsolete, like not unsupported. So we have this as a unsupported package here. All right, so I'm not worried about it too much. So on our system, we don't have too many obsolete packages here. Okay. All right, good. So let's see here. If you want to see the all versions, okay. So it's gonna say 5260. So it shows the versions too. No, I think, give me one thing here. Yum show duplicates, and then list available. So what is this is going to do is this is going to show all the versions of the packages here. I think it's going to go and check the packages which are installed, and then is going to show the available versions.
The same packets as TCP and UDP?
Yeah. Okay. So let's focus on Firefox here. Okay. We have the old one installed. All these are installed packages here. When it says base, it comes with the operating system. Okay. Uh, oh, Firefox will probably be all on the top, right? Okay, so Firefox, we installed this one here, right? This is the one we installed, and this is the 32-bit version. So the one which is installed is going to be in this underscore. I mean, yeah, underlined. Okay, so this one here, it should have somehow said installed, right? Okay, so the output gives you the list of packages which are available to install from repo, and at the same time it will give you the highlighted one, underscore one. It will be giving you the information that this is installed. Right now it looks complex here, but when you do on your own, don't worry about these commands too much, but run it on your own and then you will see what is actually happening here. Okay, so doing the demo here. That's why I'm going slow. But most of the time, you don't have to worry about all these things too much here because you will be doing only one thing all the time. So, if you want to get dependencies, uh, list dependencies. Okay. So what you do is yum depend list dot space tree. Yeah, I should have run this command earlier.
Why is that?
Um, up here I was looking for any dependencies for any other packages. Install yum here, I think. Yeah. If you want to see packages available, no, here. Yeah, when I was explaining you yum using install using yum, you should have showed here. Let's check the dependencies for Firefox here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so let's see here. Dependency. Okay, so let me check man yum. Okay, so let's go down basis plugin install remove unless. Okay, dep list produces a list of all dependencies and what package provide those dependencies for the given package. As of is now just shows that the latest version of each package that match this list can be changed by using show duplicates. It only shows the newest provider which can be changed by using the verbose. List of dependencies and what packages provide those dependencies for the given package. So now I thought this was all. Is this all these packages here? Providers, dependency, and SPR. Okay, I have to get back on this here, how this is working. Okay, so I'll mark this here. Now if you want to search for a package, okay, if you want to see if the package is if you don't know exact term, but if you want to search for the package, this is what you do. Search for the package. Okay, you type search tree. Here's the thing here, you will sometimes you get a request from the application team that they just give you the name of the name, but they don't know exactly what package they're looking for. So what you have to do is you have to take the term, a letter or a word, and then put it in search here and see if something is coming up. So let's see what happens here. Name. So these are the places that the term tree is showing up here, okay, in the database. So it's showing up here, tree binding for device, tree library. Tree. All right, let me try something else. HTTPD. So what you're doing here is you're searching the repository and then looking for the term here. You're looking for the dictionary word. Okay, you're not looking for the specific application. So what is happening here is when you type in the dictionary word, is going in there and then getting you the output here. So based on that output, and then you could say, oh, okay, we have something here called a package which is tree. And I'm sorry, the package which is called HTTPD. Okay, and then this is a development, and these are the other tools for use with Apache HTTPD and all that here. Okay, so to be honest with you, I'm not using this as much, but I thought I should just put it out there. Um, Search the package, not the package, search the term to see if there is a available package. So what happened here, it gave us I'm going to put this down here, it gave us this information here. And then this one, if you just eyeball this one, you could tell, oh, okay, this is a HTTPD server package and it's probably a RPM. In there is
Wow, what's the
also,
RPM again?
huh?
What's the RPM again?
Red Hat Package Manager.
Okay.
And also, if you want to look for only specific the packages, you do yum list. Okay, yeah, this is the one I want to show you. If you want to list all the RPM packages, okay, so you type yum list, and then if you want to grep Firefox, let's see what happens. Okay, you know, actually this is more useful than the other one I was showing you. Most of the time you're not worried about this here, and most of the time you're dealing with the known packages. Once in a while, if somebody says, hey, I need this package, and I want, if you want to see if that is available for Linux side, you just do this search here. Okay, but the real search is you do it also on Google here. Okay, so don't be hesitant to use Google, because even when I was working for Apple, everybody was using Google here. Just put it in Google and you will get it. Okay, and then if you want to download the package, if you don't want to install it but you want to download it, okay, and want to keep it locally here, so what you could do is you do yum install uh, then you do hyphen hyphen download only, and then you give the name of the package. Okay, so we're gonna give the name of the package is gonna be this one here. I'm gonna download the latest one. So it's downloading in the present working directory. Okay, so now if you do ls, the package should be there. Uh-oh. Oh, what happened here? Delta disabled RPM running updating. What? So give me 1 second here. Where did it download? Where did it download? It downloaded this. Oh, I don't know where it downloaded. Let's check in temp. Default yum download directory. Okay, so the default directory is var cache yum. So you go to cd var cache yum, and then so you go into that folder. What the? And where did it go?
Updates?
I'm sorry, what?
Did it go on updates?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So base search, right? You type tree here. Okay, so it went into the so here it went into the base, right? No, you're right. It went into updates, and it went into CD packages, and there you go. Okay, and you could, I think you could change the directory too. You bring this up. So you type Firefox and then download only. Yum install download only, and then you do type download director hyphen download dir equals present working directory. Okay, everybody know a period means pwd, right? So it should download in our present working directory. Oh no, man, I'm gonna cancel this because I'm in some other directory. So I'm gonna go to home directory, ls, and then when once this is done, if I do ls, it should show up in there. Okay, now if I do ls, so it's downloaded in a specific directory. So this is default, and you specify Okay. Okay, so that is the location of default download directory. Okay, and so let me clear this. If we say which Firefox, so the Firefox is already there, right? So we install the old version. So what we're gonna do is we install the local version using locally. Okay. So I'm gonna type yum local install, and then whatever we have it here, we have this as a local file here, right? Firefox, and I'm gonna hit enter. See when it installed the packages, it gave you the .rpm. Now is the time to run that command here. RPM -qlp. Okay. See, it wasn't working earlier. I think you have to have it installed locally before you do that. So yum package. Okay. What I'm going to do is okay, so this is good. Now do you get it right? What I was trying to do back then? So now the package is installed locally here, and when you run this command, it will give you okay, specify download the package locally, and I'm gonna say not installed. Okay, what we're doing is we're just downloading it and keeping it up to the side. And here to check so here's the thing here, when this is gonna install, is gonna do this here. Boom. It's gonna go in these many places, and it's gonna do the updates, or it's gonna do the fresh written or whatever. So it's gonna go into 167 directories, and it's gonna mess around in 167 directories. Okay. Okay, now if you want to do the local install, right? You type yum local install, okay, and then you give the name of the Firefox, the full RPM. You could give -y. So it detected that it has the old one already, so it's doing the update instead of install.
Mr. Zafar, when we go back and practice this stuff, you want us to run these same commands on
Yeah,
our
run it.
own, and then
Just run it
and
on
then
your own and don't even go on Google anywhere. So because everything here is working so far,
Mhm. Okay.
and just keep doing it.
Okay, so wipe out the whole entire, like all our documents and all our directories and files from when we do it in class, and then do it over by ourselves.
No, actually, you could do is go ahead and clone another box here, base.
Oh,
Right
okay,
click, clone, and then work on it. You should have
makes
two
sense.
boxes here, one which are working in the class and one which we are working on your own.
Okay, okay, I'll do that.
Because this is disposable. I mean, you could create 100 times and destroy 100 times. That's what
Okay,
exactly I want you guys all to do.
okay, cool.
Okay, and install package locally using yum. And then if you want to reinstall it, you just have to type reinstall. So yum reinstall. What will happen is sometimes you get a configuration file. Sometimes you mess up a configuration file and then it's not working. So you do yum reinstall and do this here, and it will write over it. So when you reinstall it, it will is gonna see um, anything which is broken is gonna fix that. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna show you how to skip something which is broken. Uh, so you have to type yum reinstall, and then all you have to do is hyphen. I mean, you barely don't have to go through this, but I'm going to show you it anyway. So you type yum reinstall skip broken, so anything which is broken is going to skip that. Okay, so now we're gonna do the upgrade, the system wide upgrades. Okay, so we'll catch this up tomorrow. We're gonna do the specific package upgrade and then the system wide upgrade. So what I want you to do is go ahead and shut the system down, and whatever system you're working on, make sure the system is down. And then this is the system I was working on, right? So I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna clone, and then I'm gonna say type GUI hyphen system upgrade. System upgrade is different than update. I'll tell you why tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we'll work on this box here because we're gonna install the GUI Windows version. I mean Windows the GUI version, the graphical user version, and then I'll show you the graphical user side of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Zafar.
Okay, so I'm gonna end here. Go ahead and create one for you, and be ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start right on dot here, and then we have to cover something so that we missed half hour. But I think I did took 20 minutes of you guys. So I'm gonna stop here. We'll catch up tomorrow, and then when the recording is up, I'm gonna upload.